Right here, we have a whizzer jug. This one is a 5-fin jug. You can see by the fins back here. You can see the 5 and how short the intake manifold is to the motor. This one is a regular H. It's got the 4-fin, or it's really 3. You can see the difference here. This one comes with 3/4-inch valves, with the hole being a little bit small, like 9/16 is the hole, and the valve is a 3/4. We're going to be upgrading the valve to a 1-inch intake, about a 1-inch intake, and the exhaust 7/8. The stems on these valves are 2.257, and we're going to be using a 1/4-inch or a 2500 reamer. So that should give us 3 thousandths clearance. And we have a 13/16 counter bore with a 1/4-inch guide, and then we have a 3/4-inch with a 1/4-inch guide. This is off of the 13/16. We're going to start by using our 1/4-inch reamer and just putting in the drill press. We're running at 380 RPM, just straight down through there. Go nice and slow, and just make sure you're always moving. And make sure it's tight in the chuck. Turn on to make sure it's spinning straight. Put the valve to the side. You want to hold it tight and just let the reamer do its thing. Okay, we got our holes reamed out. You can take your valve and just test the fitment. And move on to the counter bore. We're going to start off with the big one, which is the 13/16. Make sure you put oil on it, on the shaft, so you don't mess up the guide, and it'll help it cut. So right there we have our first hole. Now we're going to do our smaller one. Same thing for this one. Add the oil. Now you grab your bench vise, or your whatever it is. And now we're going to take our exhaust port and open it up with the same size hole as our exhaust. When you do this step, you're going to want to favor just a tiny bit towards the top of the block so you don't have to do as much grinding, and it makes the port flow better. Because you see the valve guide, it's got to come past there anyway. So we're just going to get up in that groove, or in this channel. We got our hole drilled, both sides. Our valves should fit right in there. There. And now we just have to cut the valve seat. Now we'll be cutting the valve seat. I have a Niue or Niue valve cutter. I have a 41 degree or 31 and a 46. What I do is I start with the 31. I go around a couple times. And then I finish it off with the 46. You only have to go a couple times around. Wipe it out. Now go ahead with the 46. Same thing, nice and light. Let it do its own thing. Alright, I got the valve seats cut. Now it's time to lap them. We'll get our lapping compound. When we're using the Permatex compound. Put a little bit on each. Spread around. Then put some oil in the valve guides. Take it here in our little vise. Just clamp it in there. I made my own tool to do this. It's got a little handle on it. It's knurled. You put a screw in here and you just put it between the groove for the valve keeper. Just tighten it up. It gives you a good grip so you can spin the valve. We're gonna go up and down. I'm gonna spin around as much as you can in there. Just pump it up and down. It won't hurt anything if you do a little more than you think you need. When you think you got it, unscrew it. Grab a rag, wipe it off. Alright, let's look where we got it. They usually want it right perfectly in the middle, but we still have some gap. We still have a lip here. So it's pretty close. It'll hold, not the most ideal, but we also have that 2 angle, so it moved the seat down a little bit. But it'll work. And we got to do the other one. Same thing, put it in. You got the hole. Take the screw. I'm gonna make a different one of these, one that'll have more threads so it can hold it better, because this one is not. It gets the job done. You got it tight. We're gonna do the same thing, just twist it back and forth, pop it up and down. See how this one's right in the middle. I'm going to go a little bit more because you can still see some of the marks from the grinding stone. All you gotta do, wipe it down, add a little more compound, keep going. Even though they're only closed for less than a fraction of a second, it's still important that they close all the way. If the exhaust one is loose, it'll cause it to backfire out the exhaust. It'll cause it to have like a flame come out the back. If the intake doesn't close all the way, it'll cause gas to spit out the carburetor. And you don't want either, but you especially don't want it coming out the carburetor. Because if the flame is put into compression, it's just not, if it's pushing out the gas, it's not sucking it in. I think. There's also the old method of the suction cup. There. A lot better. Alright, all we gotta do is wash it, and then you are done. You can grab your die grinder or your Dremel and get in there and really open it up. You just gotta really make sure that you don't have any burrs or anything sticking out.